The goal of this tutorial is to get you comfortable with the tools in the toolbox, as well as a little more comfortable with all the settings and all of the preferences. I'm also going to teach you how to add extra tools and add extra things such as brushes and gradients to Gimp easily. Okay, so first off, just click on Edit, Preferences, and from there, you're going to see a whole list on the left side of different things you can do with Gimp. You don't really have to change any of these settings. You just really want to take some time to look through them. So if you just hover over different things in here, it'll explain to you what that does. And the reason why you want to have an understanding on what all this stuff does is because there's going to be a point in Gimp where you will be comfortable with it and you will have an understanding on what it all can do. And you're going to want to be able to efficiently do things in the future. For example, maybe you use the brush tool a lot and you change its size. Well, in the preferences dialog, there are ways to be able to make it easier to change the size of your brush. Or maybe you know, want to see bigger previews of your layers. You can do that in here too. But if you didn't ever take the time to go through the preferences, you would never know that you could do that in the future. So take a little bit, 10 minutes tops, go through all this stuff and get an understanding on what they do. One thing I want to bring up is the environment tab. There's a tile cache size setting. You can set this to 3/4 of your total RAM. And what that'll do is that will increase the amount of data you allow, or I'm sorry, that'll increase the amount of RAM you allow Gimp to use. And essentially, it really works within whenever you're opening up big files. That's really the only time this ever comes into play, is whenever you've got a humongous picture open and it's taken up so much RAM that your computer needs to actually load it from the disk instead of the hard drive. So turn that just in a nutshell, turn that cache up to the highest setting you can get away with. Like I said, about 3/4 of your total RAM, and you'll be fine. Also, the number of processors to use, make sure that's right. Usually it's correct, but if you have a dual core or quad core processor, make sure this number fits that bill. Because if it's only set to 1 and you have a dual core, you're only using one of your two processors, and it's not going to let Gimp run as fast as it could on your computer. Okay, so one more thing I want to go over is the folders option here in the preferences. You've got all kinds of different things inside of here, and these are all, the best way to describe it would be accessories for Gimp. They are different things to add on to Gimp to improve the experience and tailor it to you. If you're a painter and you do a lot of Gimp style painting, you can find a whole bunch of different brushes online that you can download for free and install to your Gimp through here. You can also do that with patterns, palettes, all of these. And all you have to do is just click the new button, click browse, click on the folder that contains the brushes, hit OK, and then check the box that has them. And then after that, you just restart Gimp and the brushes will be added to your list.